Hey guys, Jinlocks here back with our blind playthrough of Blasphemous. So last time we were pursuing, yeah, we did this, and then we were pursuing the Confessor statues, and I think the last time we finished the last Miriam thing as well, and got that. These spells, yeah, we still have that equipped. Let's do this, just... Alright, dude. But I wonder why. Like, what is the reason? You know, what if you don't even think about doing this? Alright. Something tells me we're gonna fight a few of those. Okay. Works for me. That was a good one. Well. I can get one of them. I would like to... I don't think those guys get an execution, but maybe they do. Oh, right on. How you doing, Mr. Cat? Scaly coin. Alright, well... Vine braided in blood. Is it going to give us a new description when we get the last one? Guess we'll see. Alright, scaly coin. Disturbing golden disc covered by the dry molt of a reptile. The bas-relief of a claw was considered a symbol of greed and increases the number of tears of atonement harvested with each attack. Kind of sitting on my nuts. I'm like, I don't know why. I'm trying to like, at first I was like, I'm gonna try and be a little sneaky about this. It's like, no, dudes, no. So I'm just gonna put it out there. Look at this page, at the drawings it contains. A horse reading the holy scriptures, monkeys dressed as bishops, and a reptile being worshipped by a crowd. Do you hear those murmurs? It is the brothers warning us of the danger of these pages. We must leave this book in its place. A reptile being worshipped by a crowd? Is that supposed to be... I know there's the meme of, like, Raptor Jesus. Is this, referencing that? Regardless. What about... Vine braided in blood? Yeah. Alright. One more, right? Here. Probably faster to actually teleport. So let's just go down. Just go down a couple. Oh, no. We passed it. And yeah, we're here. Okay, cool. We wanted to go to not El Barro. Maybe? Maybe grievance ascends? Yes. Alright, cool. This might be the last one. Oh, we're going the wrong way, though. Eh. Then, do we have... It's a question of whether the poison will be in this next one or not. You know, the way it was talking, I thought these were going to be... I mean, this one could be super hard, but the way it was talking, like, oh, Confessor dungeons, I was like, oh god, that's going to be, like, tough. Like, really tough. It still might be, because there's spikes, especially for this one, on either edge. Especially if we get launched, like with this guy, right? Okay, like that, for example. You know, I wonder... Oh, we could try this one. Gravely harming. Or perhaps this. I don't know if it'll prevent you from getting knocked back, though. Yeah, okay, let's... Interesting. It didn't hurt that one. Oh, these guys. We're... Alright, where's the next? Okay, achievement unlocked, Detestatio Sacrorum. Fair enough. Seashell of the Inverted Spiral. Well, let's go, challenge the boss again, I guess. Is that what we need to do? Custodia of Sin. Alright, seashell with impossible curves found on the sand. Its shape caught the echoes of a painful song which increased in intensity with the suffering of the wearer. It provides some protection against all elemental damage. Alright, cool. Let's do this, and we'll go back to that, because... whatever. And then, let's see... Custodia of Sin. I don't know why I did that. And I need to... I need to look this up before we... do anything else. We'll go here, and then we'll teleport to here. Alright, but first... Okay. View all guides, I guess. I don't remember. I just Googled it before. So... I search. Ending A. It's 100% achievement guide. Okay. Get all achievements. Avoid permanent mistakes. Do it fast. Alms for the church. Break points for all the tithe options in the church in Albero. Okay, let's click on that. I'm curious. Okay, alms. Church in Albero has a donation box. Alms box where you can give alms to the poor, affected by the twisted wills of the miracle. Donate your hard-earned tears of atonement for various rewards, some of which are incredibly valuable. Tears of Atonement unlocks the Confessor option, allowing you to remove your guilt from the world for an incremental cost. Especially useful if you've destroyed all the Confessor statues while aiming for ending A. That was 2,000. 5,000 gives you the token of appreciation rosary bead. Okay. 10,000. Resting at the pre-due fully refills your fervor bar. Cosmetic upgrade. Oh, and it's showing the different upgrades. 20,000. Big one for most people. Upgrade your pre-due to allow you to teleport. And 30,000. Oh no, there's more. Using Confessor option to cleanse your guilt now costs no tears. Church itself is full of people as well as paintings and other iconography. And 50. Oh, there's more. Wow. 50 and 100,000. After donating 50,000, the people of El Barro will grant you use of the cloistered ruby rosary beard. After using a biliary flask to heal, this bead will allow you to shoot out waves of light for a short time. Think the Master Sword in The Legend of Zelda when at full health. Good choice if you use a lot of flasks. And then 100,000 Tears of Atonement. Two things happen. You are granted access to the Alms for Oblivion aspect, which gives you a new skin for the Penitent one. Alms box grows to its full size and no longer accepts donations. Now when you interact with it, it will simply give you the option to clear your guilt. And it's like a full statue thing. That's okay, that's pretty impressive, but yeah, okay. Let's try this. I don't ending A. It doesn't okay. This is more for the achievements stuff. Unlock ending A, everything we could possibly complete. Return to the deambulatory face down Escobar. Okay. Doesn't really help me though. Web browser, unfortunately. Blasphemous. Ending A, because I don't... No, it's stupid. Okay, ending A, find the immaculate bead, equip it and die 3 times to transform into the weight of true guilt. What's up, Jack, baby? And find and destroy all the statue. Oh, this is... Okay, eventually being custody of sin. Afterwards, continue with the main story normally and defeat His Holiness Escobar. Alright, sounds good to me. Trying to load a bunch of, like... things. Okay. Make sure there's no kitties under me. Alright, I think we're good. I'm curious to see if the, if at the pre-do it it was interesting, this did not kill... I figured it would kill the big dude, but it didn't. So let's do this one though. I want to see if it fills our fervor. Oh, whoa! Because I never noticed. Yes, it does. All right, cool. Arise, Slayer of Demons. Or, I mean, maybe, but something else. Do I want to equip different rosary beads? I figure maybe. Alright, so we have those. That I'm okay with. Let's do... Tears of Atonement. Increasing strength. Increases fervor. Great protection against electrical. We'll do strength. Great protection against magical. Oh, we need, ooh. I don't have great protection against flames. Some protection, I guess. Amber. Maybe it'll be alright. I mean, we did it with the normal loadout the last time, so we'll... Hopefully this will be good.
En mi sueño vi vuestros pasos. Guardián soy las manos, más nada. Que no sean vuestros... No.
I did see something about how
Ahora,
in ending C, it sounds like you fight him while ascending the Thing of Ashes as well. So like there's a third form. Okay, well. Probably gonna use... Probably gonna use one in this next, immediately. Or I could wait to take one more hit. Like there. Well. If I could hit him, that would be good. Okay, well. Oh, we got fire. Wow. Actually, that didn't hurt very much, though. Fire again, huh? Dude. Oh, well. Alright, you need to... Alright, well... Okay. Well, let's see. Yeah, him dying is pretty cool. Like, bleeds from the mouth, eyeballs pop out, jaw falls off, skin on the face goes. It's like, yep, cool. That was way easier than I expected. Well, I mean, you know, I learned from the last time. Let's see what happens this time.
Habéis liberado a su santidad de su afligido tormento. Ahora camina junto a las profesiones antiguas, al otro lado del sueño.
So, I'm gonna skip the credits this time. Yeah, I'm not gonna wait for that again. I want to see if the cats are gonna use their bed. I got them a new cat bed. Alright, you have freed His Holiness from his afflicted torment, and now he walks by the old processions on the other side of the dream. I thought the cat bed was... It's heated, so I plugged it in. We'll see. It's probably very mild heat. They're probably just like, whatever. I'll probably catch them using it later.
La cuna del milagro doloroso. La reliquia definitiva. La copa de sangre y oro que emanó de la frente del Padre, mientras lamentaba mudo en el momento de su bendito retorcimiento.
I could just skip through this, but I don't want to, because it's only the second time we're seeing it. The cradle of the grievous miracle, the final relic, the grail of blood and gold that emanated from the forehead of the Father as he silently lamented the moment of his blessed twisting. Is that what we're going to see up there?
Esa primera reliquia está aquí, en lo alto de la montaña de ceniza, junto al trono girado, donde su santidad fue besada por nuestro dolor milagroso.
That first relic is here at the top of the Ashen Mountain next to the turned throne where His Holiness was kissed by our miraculous pain.
Ahora vuestra comunión final con el milagro os espera.
And now your final communion with the miracle awaits.
Solo vos podréis saber cuánto ha penetrado en vuestro corazón culpable.
Only you will be able to know how much of it has seeped into your guilty heart. Is it better? Is the more the better or the less the better? I guess we'll see.
Vuestra comunión con el...
Your communion with the first miracle awaits. All right, let's see. It sounds weird. I think like right at the beginning, he would like did like this, where he did like a bump, and I was pretty sure at that point I was like, oh, he's already on the higher path, because before it was like he was going more and more down, and I think that little bump. I really wonder if you could get the ending A, if you could like, maybe it's just something in the ground that you need to get over. You know, like a jump or something. But here's the throne. Path of the Believer. Achievement unlocked. Okay. Is it pulling all of his blood out? Oh, he turned into a tree. Oh, and where's the blade, though? Ah, so it's another miracle.
Y así llegó el momento de la comunión final, con la espada nacida de la culpa. Un último sacrificio para terminar su penitencia y con la impiadosa voluntad del milagro doloroso. Pero los designios del milagro son caprichosos. La penitencia no termina nunca, mas cambia, duele y condena a voluntad propia. No hay lugar para el penitente al otro lado del sueño. Su lugar está aquí, entre nosotros. Él es el nuevo Padre y el último Hijo del milagro, destino de nuestras oraciones por los siglos de los siglos.
Similar to the, Alright, so basically, he was basically like, he talked about the ungodly miracle. He tried to free himself from the, or he tried to finish his penance and free himself from the ungodly miracle. It's like, oh, interesting. I thought you worshipped the miracle. Well, maybe they do. And then it's like, oh, but the miracle twists and all that stuff. And it's like, you know, penance never ends, or, you know, and his place is not on the other side of the dream. His place is here with us. You know, now he is stuck in the, you know, he's the last son of the miracle. He is now the new father, the last son of the miracle. It's like, oh, so he's like Escobar. Interesting. So this is going to repeat again, basically with a new, you know, this is why I wanted to play Unworthy. And if you got to the end, if you're watching this now and you haven't heard of Unworthy, seriously check it out. It's maybe a little bit more Metroidvania than this one, but it is great. It is, like, I see it, it's super underrated. It's a Souls-like as well, similar to this, but it's all black and white. But it's really neat. It's like the when you start to get the pattern, the bosses are more of like pattern based. So when you start to get it down, you can like really I almost no-hitted not the final boss. Several of the bosses. If you get really good, you could take 0 hits, I assume. I'm not that good, but you could do it. It's still Unworthy. Fantastic. Check it out. Like, super underrated, really great, super stylish. I still mean to go back through and do it again, because the true ending, my understanding, is similar to this, where it's like you kill the final boss, and then you have to get like bells or something like that. You have to find like 7 bells and put them in this thing, and I found a couple of them, but I didn't know what they were for. I didn't realize, similar to this, I'd missed like a whole section. But even so, you get all the bells, you beat the game, you go through again on New Game Plus, and then it has like, I think, this is my understanding. My understanding is like after you kill the final boss, like he's dead, but there's a new final boss, and you got to take them out as well. So that's, I mean, it's neat. It's pretty neat. Unworthy, check it out. Super underrated, like I said. So let's skip this. Oh, you got to hold it down. That's understandable. You don't do it by mistake. Do we get anything for getting ending A? Oh, really?
Y así se borre vuestro nombre bajo los cielos.
Okay. So that was... I didn't know who that was. I mean, I do know who that was. I wouldn't have been able to tell. But that's the chick we fought before. The one with like the wrapped blade, that then the wrappings come off and then she starts... It's kind of like us. It's the one in the front with her helmet is the Wounds of Eventide, whatever her name is. But that's really interesting as well. So she was like, and so your name shall be erased from the heavens, or something like that. So it's weird, though, because he is now, like, he took his blade out the same way before him going on his pilgrimage. Which effectively means that she, also, we woke up from death, right? Similar to presumably how she did, and then took the blade. And so I guess the understanding is that she's going to go on the pilgrimage now. But now the question is, so since he's now the new son of the miracle, that's the final boss, but also he it doesn't quite make sense because, I mean, it's cool, but so is he both the originator of the thing, like the lady at the very beginning that created the grievous miracle or put the next miracle into motion? So he's, well, I mean, I guess you could say it's more true to the Bible, right? Because he's the Father and the Son. He's the creator and the final thing, the Alpha and the Omega, like literally. Kind of neat, very neat actually, but I'm just wondering, like, how does that work? I actually do want to know. If there's going to be a Blasphemous 2, that would be cool. With, like, him being... Yes, because that's what they said, right? When you defeated Escobar, Dios Gracias, or whatever his name was, he was like, you finally freed him, he can now go to the other side of the dream. So it's like... And then it's also strange because then Dios Gracias takes your helmet in ending B, takes it out of the ash, puts it with a bunch of other helmets where they failed, and it's like, well, were those the ones that they beat Escobar, but since they didn't succeed him, he was resurrected again? Kind of curious, like, where would the story go now? It's neat. It's a neat thing. Like, the story of this is fantastic. Especially because it really does, like, tie into the whole biblical thing. So that's pretty cool. Also, presumably the next time you'd play as whatever her name is. And that would be honestly cool as well if you could, like, how she was attacking you at the, at the end there. That's presumably her full strength, but you'd probably start as like nothing and have to get up to that point. That would be neat. That would be really cool, actually. I really hope they do something like that. That'd be great. All right, well, you could do it again. We're 95% 0.72 complete. But I think, what extras do we have? Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, continue playing all those. I wish this was smaller though. Skin selector default. Son of the Miracle. I kind of like that better. It's a bit more, it has a bit more contrast. True Apostasy. Echo and Shadow. I don't really like these so much. Oh, show patch notes. Strange. Okay, so Wounds of Eventide. This is presumably the original one before the DLC, and then Stir of Dawn. Yeah, what did the different DLC add? Strife and Ruins, that's this dude. Escobar. Wounds of Eventide. I know Wounds of Eventide added... What were those areas? I mean, they added the ossuary boss, the big snake boss, that whole area that the snake was in, Mourning and Havoc. It added a whole other ending. It added the fact that you don't need to kill Esdras anymore. I think it said expanded the Echoes of Salt area, presumably to include the sisters thing. Perpetua. Yeah, I don't know about the others, though. What did they add? Can we find out real fast? Web browser. Blasphemous DLC. DLC Blasphemous Wiki. That's not... no. Okay, please do not do ads and stuff. Let's see. Oh, for crying out loud. At least they're... Man, this is what I hate. Ads are freaking popping up everywhere, but at least they're silent. Okay. Stir of Dawn, first major DLC expansion, new bosses, new NPCs, new game plus. Okay. Okay, so new game plus. Enemies deal more damage, take more damage. Better anticipation and recovery times. Which is also a new game, so that just got changed. Improved behavior to create smoother combat. Strife and Ruin. Wow, there's like ads popping up freaking everywhere on this. Strife and Ruin is Sacred Sorrows mode. Okay. Miriam's challenges. Alright. Okay. And Wounds of Eventide. Yeah. Cool. So... I don't honestly remember. One of them was Sacred Sorrows. One was... Yeah, I don't know. That's it though. That's it. I'm done. I'm done with this now. I'm glad we went and did the extra stuff. Probably not going to go through anytime soon and get ending C. Yeah, just not. Which is kind of a shame, but it is. I don't know. I felt at the end of ending B, I was like, man, I don't know if I want to do anymore. Maybe it's just part of us being spoiled as gamers. Maybe it's just like this disposable culture that we're in now. Where it's just like, as soon as I finish something, I just want to move on to the next thing, kind of. Not all the time. Not all the time. Like, some things really just grab my brain and stick with it for a bit. This one, I mean, I love all the imagery and stuff, but there's nothing, at least for me, nothing that super sticks in my brain for a while. I mean, but for me, it's mostly, it needs to be like story. I really did like the ending A, how it's sort of like, where she pulls out the sword and it's like, wait, so you're the originator of of this chick's quest, this chick's pilgrimage, and also you're going to be the final boss. That's cool. That's a real neat, not twist, but it fits with the biblical aspect, right? But yeah, that's just kind of the tragedy of the game thing, is where like we just want to move on to the next thing. So that's hard. That's hard. It's like Hollow Knight. I moved on from that. I was like, I'm done. There's all the other. There's what was the God DLC? That one I was like, it's just a boss rush. I'm not doing that. I still haven't. I still mean to go back through, but I just haven't. There's always another game. That's the problem. And especially in this case, I'm now that it's 2023, I don't know how long. I've heard Steam is gonna update and basically require Windows 10 early 2023. So I don't know. I mean, that's gonna lock me out from a bunch of games. So I'm just trying to get through as many of the games in my backlog as I can. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But anyway, guys, that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention. I really do appreciate it. Really hope you guys are enjoying these episodes. Any questions, comments, concerns, good, bad, or indifferent, I do read all of them, assuming they're not memory hold. I do try and respond to all of them. It usually takes me a few days. I do take requests or recommendations as well. But with my backlog being as big as it is, and honestly, just I need to be in the right mood to do stuff. It might take a while. Everything people have told me, like, hey, you should play this, I have put on like a list. can't say when I'll do it. You know, it comes down to just, you know, I'll be like, oh, I want a new game to play, or what am I going to do next? And I'll look through, and then all of a sudden I'll be like, oh, that one looks interesting. You know, just like I said, whimsy, unfortunately. What I feel like doing at the moment. If I push myself, I fear I'm not going to enjoy it as much. So that's why it's based on mood. What is your guys' unique positive moment for today, though? For me, I'd actually, even though we did, you know, finishing Blasphemous, in this case, it's a bit of a different one. It's going to be me not pushing myself, but being willing to continue going. Like I said, that disposal culture, I think that's a real problem, especially for... It's one of the costs. Like, everyone's like, oh man, I want to play video games, I want to make all that money, blah blah blah. It's like the majority of people make zero money. You know, some people make a little bit. I make zero. Technically this costs me money because I make zero, but also I'm paying for all the electricity, and you know, it cost me, like, to upgrade my computer before I even started was like $1,000. So add that plus all the power costs, the time costs, all that stuff. It's like, that's why I do this as a hobby. I don't mind. I'm actually really happy that I did it. I've learned a lot about myself, and I've played a lot of games that I probably wouldn't have played otherwise. But one of the costs is I don't necessarily enjoy games as thoroughly or as much as I used to. You know, it's like I play through them and I'm like, oh great, that was a fun little game, on to the next. You know, they don't stick in my brain quite as much anymore. So that's something, you know. But regardless, doing the ending A as a way to counteract that a little bit, I think is important. It's one of the things that I've been trying to do, or it's similar with me trying to challenge like harder games and stuff. Because it's just too easy, especially with my lack of time generally. It's too easy just to get to a hard point and I'm like, oh my god, you know, I need to slam my head against this wall, and not wanting to do that. And so I, you know, wanting to chew more of the marrow out of the games, I think is an important thing. You know, kind of counteracts that that drive to just move on. And also, I mean, that's kind of what we do with the unique positive moment. It's like, you know, the whole point is everything's so negative. It's constantly pulling you down, and just getting a second to just be like, hey, hang on, just, you know what? I'm not going to go down with you guys. I'm going to either stay here or maybe start working my way up, you know? So, kind of fits. But that's my unique positive moment. Hopefully your guys is just as good, if not better. Hopefully better, of course. And I hope to see you guys next time. Till then, guys, take care.